Hi, my name is Robert Tony, and this is my application to go over to Korea and teach English as a second language. Some of my reasons for doing that, I guess I have a bit of an adventurous spirit, and for some time now I've thought of the Eastern world as kind of this really interesting, kind of mysterious place. I love your food, I love your religions, your philosophies, your architecture, especially your traditional architecture. And I just thought this seems like a great opportunity to go over to another culture and get to experience that while kind of helping enrich the lives of others. So I guess it just sounds like a great opportunity. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I was born in the state of Michigan, born and bred. I went to Central Michigan University, where I received my Bachelor of Science degree in philosophy and my minor in sociology. A few years later, I did go back to school to get a second major in history. I had planned on going on and getting a teaching certificate and becoming a teacher, but I guess it was just I had done it for a few years, working towards that, and I kind of just felt like I wasn't quite ready to settle down in one spot to teach. So I'm very close to getting a second major in history. Just one other thing, I just came back from Colorado, the great state of Colorado, the Rocky Mountain state, where I spent 5.5 years, 2 of which were in a little ski town called Breckenridge, and the other 3 in the capital city of Colorado, Denver. So it was a great place, and I just got back, and I thought this sounded like a great idea, so here I am. So enough about me. We'll move on to the lesson plan today, which is going to be pretty simple and pretty quick. Basically, I'm just going to talk about the basic principles of the English language, or I guess of an English sentence. Okay, to start off, there's 2 things that every sentence must contain, and that is a subject and a predicate. So you might say, well, what is a subject and what is a predicate? Well, simply put, the subject of the sentence must always contain a noun. So you say, what is a noun? Well, a noun is any person, place, or thing. For example, I am a noun. The word I, if I said I went to the store, I would be the noun. I am a person. Or you could use my name, Rob. Rob went to the store. That is also, Rob would be the noun. Rob is a person. The table, this is a large table. It really isn't that big, but the table, it's a thing. The table would be the noun. Or a place like Tiger Stadium. Our baseball team here in Michigan is the Detroit Tigers, so I went to Tiger Stadium. Tiger Stadium is a place, and that would be the noun. Or it would be a noun, I should say. I probably would be the noun of that sentence. I went to Tiger Stadium. But anyway, so all those things, any person, place, or thing, any noun, a subject always has to have a noun. On the other side, you also have to have a predicate. So you say, what is a predicate? It's kind of an awkward word. A predicate, every predicate must contain a verb. So you say, well, what is a verb? A verb is any word that shows action. Anything that the noun is doing is a verb. So, I went jogging. Jogging would be your main verb. Jogging, it shows action and it shows what the noun is doing. I, the subject, which I is a noun, I'm a person. The subject has to have a noun in it, any person, place, or thing. I went jogging. Jogging is the action that the noun is doing. Whatever action the noun is doing is the verb, jogging. I went running. I went swimming. I went for a walk, swim. All those actions there that the noun is doing is the verb. Every sentence to technically be a sentence has to have the subject, which is the noun, and the predicate, which is the verb. The technical name for a sentence can be independent clause. Sentence and independent clause can be kind of interchangeable. That's kind of the technical term for a sentence. So, right. Just the last thing I'll cover, and forgive me, I know that this is very quick. I learned yesterday, I had actually made a video yesterday, which I was very proud of. And when I went to download it to YouTube, which is, I believe, how I'm going to send it to you, you're going to see this on YouTube. There are some new rules where the video cannot be any longer than 10 minutes or it won't upload to YouTube. At least that's what YouTube said. So anyway, I don't want to go over my 10 minutes. So just the last thing I'll talk about, two more parts of a sentence. One is something called an adjective. An adjective is any word that modifies your noun or your subject. For example, if I said, the tall man was walking down the street. Man would be your subject. Tall describes the man. Tall modifies your subject. It describes it. The tall man was walking down the street. Tall is an adjective because it describes the subject or the noun. Anything that describes your subject or your noun is an adjective. Now on the other side you have an adverb. An adverb is anything that tells you about the verb or modifies the verb. The man was walking quickly. The word quickly is your adverb because it modifies your verb, which is walking. The man was walking quickly. Verb is your, walking is your verb, and quickly is your adverb because it tells you more about the verb. An adverb will tell you more about your verb, and an adjective will tell you more about your noun. So those are two other kind of important things that you'll find a lot in sentences. So anyway, that is my very quick lesson. Great. I appreciate your time. You're doing great in the Olympics, especially in short track men's speed skating, where I know you've gotten a few gold medals. So great. Hopefully I'll hear from you. Thank you very much for your time. Over and out.